Hey beauties, it's Riri, and today we are going to refresh our pink. A week ago or so, I did take the top part of my hair that I lightened just slightly a few months back, and I wanted to go ahead and go in with some pink. I love pink, it's one of my favorite colors, and I just wanted something to just kind of refresh my hair, liven up my hair just a little bit, and not have it be just brown. Not that there's anything wrong with brown at all, but I missed having pink. We're going to get rid of these horrible gloves. I'm going in with the exact same color that I used a week ago, and just honestly to refresh it a little bit, maybe saturate it a little bit more. That was my goal. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to generously saturate the hair, the roots to the ends. I did notice and say also with my previous video, I will of course link that for you guys, that I already knew because I did not take my hair to a pure platinum or a level 10 blonde. I knew that I would have a little bit of maybe brassiness or a little bit of warm tones into the hair. So I assumed, as you can see at the top part of my hair before application here, that it kind of takes it to like a more peachy, like salmon-y pink shade, which I do not mind at all. I feel like honestly last time I just maybe didn't leave it on long enough, or because I applied my hair wet because I was nervous, that maybe I just didn't achieve the level of pigmentation or the like true color that I was really aiming for here. Again, I don't mind it. I didn't mind it at all, but I am trying to make sure that it is the shade of pink that I'm kind of really aiming for, which is more of a dusty, like really pretty pastel-y pink. And something that I knew that would at least last a few months. And then what I like to do, I used to do colorful hair for many, many years, and I did it for a very long time until a couple years ago when I shaved my head. But I like to start like how I'm starting with a pink base here. As it fades, I like to just go over it with complementary types of colors. You know, maybe going in with peaches and salmons, maybe go in with purples or blues, teals, aquas. As opposed to continuing to bleach it or lighten it, because obviously that's going to affect the integrity of the hair. I like to go in and only bleach one time per year. This is how I've, kind of always done it. I go in and bleach just one time throughout the year. And then I go in and, like I said, just add complementary colors or deepen or lighten the color or let it fade and then add a different color on top of it. I also really like to do, I'll try to remember to pop up pictures for you guys as well. But I really like to do more of an ombre effect, especially as the hair starts to kind of fade, the color fades, and then obviously my roots start to grow in. So you'll see in some of the pictures that I pop up, like I'll start where I just keep either, my dark roots and then do pink or purple in the ends, or I will start with a deeper, darker, teal, aqua, blue, a deeper purple, and then kind of fade it in. This is a little bit tricky to do, especially obviously if you're doing your own hair like I do. But I kind of recommend here. It was pretty easy because I'm just doing the top section. I could pretty much see everything that I was doing in the mirror, and I was going with one color. However, if you put a mirror behind you, then you can see all around yourself, and then just definitely do smaller sections. Not that I'm a professional by any means at all. I am not claiming to be a professional here, y'all. But I think going in with very small sections, starting from the back and moving forward, or doing layers, going from left to right across the head, I think that's the easiest method if you are doing it by yourself. And again, just using enough product. I feel like so often we just don't use enough product. Therefore, we're not reaching, the desired level of pigmentation or the color payoff that we're aiming for with a particular shade. So I'm making sure to put small sections. I'm saturating the hair really, really well. I'm making sure that I get the roots really, really generously, taking it all the way to the ends. I think that is super important. I know that it's frustrating sometimes. It can be a very long process, a very tedious process. Your arms start hurting, you start getting irritated a little bit, but I think it's worth it to take the extra time to separate the hair. You can see I'm just going in with a comb, but separating the hair in very small sections, really focusing on the root area, especially for where I'm aiming for, making sure that the root area this time turns out to be more of that dusty soft pink versus having, kind of more peachy salmon-y tones to it. Again, I didn't mind that, but I wanted it to be one shade kind of throughout. And I also felt that because my hair was wet the last time and previously washed, that maybe it didn't, kind of become the desired level of pink that I wanted it to be, and it wasn't as even as I had hoped it would be. So you can see I'm really trying to take my time here. Of course, we had to stop and take our thumbnail. This is so funny, and I decided to do this part in real time. I just thought it was cute and funny, but yeah, we had to pause to get a good thumbnail. So after thoroughly coating everything, I went back through again for the second time. I did use the entire bottle. I mean, if you have the product, I say use it up. Again, the hair was very, very well saturated all the way throughout, and then I touched up the roots again, just to, again, make sure that everything was coated well. So hopefully we could get the color that I was aiming for the first time. I left this on for 30 minutes. Cross your fingers. All right, after 30 minutes, you can see I was thrilled. I thought that it turned out perfectly. Well, I assumed it would turn out perfectly because it just looked more bold and more intense this time around. I went in and I shampooed and conditioned. Normally with pink like this, I would not do that, but you know, Mama hadn't washed her hair in a week, y'all, so it needed to be washed. And here is our finished result. I absolutely love it. I've been getting so many compliments. I think it's so complimentary to me. I am obsessed with it. Please let me know what you think. Thank you for joining. I love you, beauties. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful.